Hello everyone, it's Favorite Uncle Bob back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Siege Apeface. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which that video, or what else you'd like to see in a video. So onto the figure himself. Here we have Apeface in his very nice looking gorilla mode, and yeah, not too shabby. He does have some side pockets, so let's take a quick look at that face. And that sure is a face only Galvatron can love. So, get the nice, they're trying to make it look like it's an actual Titan Master forming in. They did a pretty decent job. Gets nice white teeth, so he brushes pretty regularly. So, yeah, not too bad. Even gets nice painted detail. Even the con logo is painted, which is very nice. Get his little monkey paws in a nice curled position. Get his little monkey feet back here. So, yeah, not too shabby. He does have a, he has a butthole. So, honestly, I never looked back there until today. So I was today years old when I found out that this figure has a butthole. Oh man, there's simple things in life, isn't it, folks? Anyways, as far as articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so you can look down. That's as far up as you get. You get left and right ever so slightly, and that is as much of a tilt as you're going to get. So the arms are on a ball joint at the shoulder, so full 360. They move out almost all the way. This is as far forward as the bend you're going to get. You get all the way back. And the monkey hands, that is far forward, but they go all the way back. And as far as the hind legs, this is as far forward as they will go. That's the story of this figure. And they go back all the, pretty much 180 almost. Excuse me. And you get, I'm just going to say 90 degrees up knee bend. And the feet can move up and down. So pretty decently articulated. So now, as far as his accessories, he comes with this piece, which is molded in the transparent plastic, painted to match the kind of magenta on this figure. And you get his gun, which looks really good. I kind of wish he came with maybe a different gun or a bigger gun or something. But this can store in the alt mode, so you would just plug in this piece first on the outermost port. So go ahead and plug that in. Then you will plug in the gun on the other port, and there you go. There you have everything stored with him, a decent sized weapon. Still wish it could be bigger, so yeah, not too shabby. Now, as far as size comparisons go, here we have a Siege size weapon. It's a pretty decent sized figure. And here we have the other Apeface that we have, which is the Titans Return version. So this is pretty much I forgot to flip that back. This is pretty much a don't talk to me or my son ever again moment. So yeah, still say that be on the lookout for a micro review of this guy. Either this video should go up Saturday, so should have been up either this past week or it's coming next week. I haven't decided yet. So, but yeah, overall looks really good. But let's get down to transformation. So this guy is a triple changer, and he goes into a jet mode. So let's go ahead and get started. So remove all of his accessories and set those off to the side. You want to remove the Titan Master, which can be sometimes easier said than done. And go ahead and set him off to the side. And now you're left with something truly horrifying, thus the name HorrorCon. Anyways, transformation. So go ahead and flip back the monkey paw, flip up the monkey arm, and just have it tabbed in right there. So flip, and rotate and tab it in. Next, you want to come to the cockpit and you want to raise this up. and this will kind of free up all of this. And this is a pain in the butt to get tabbed in, mainly because the only thing truly holding this figure together is 2 tabs right down here. Yeah, you got tabs, going into the back of these arms, but that's on hinges, and yeah, this is the only truly stable connection. It's very annoying. But anyways, that will swing all this forward. You want to get this kind of flipped up and rotate that in. Then just kind of leave this out, my bad. Go ahead and tab this section in. So get this tabbed in. Sometimes that is easier said than done. Go ahead and rotate this section up and under. Next, come to the wings, rotate them out. Go ahead and push them down, and while you're there, there is a tab right there going into a slot right in there. So make sure you push down as far as the wing will go, and it will tab into place. There we go. Do the same thing for this side. So that is tabbed in. Get this tab in. There we go. Nope. Okay. It's more a suggestion, honestly. Next, you want to take the monkey paw, fold it up, rotate up at the knee, then rotate up at the leg so it is at a 90-degree angle. So do the same thing for this side. And here we have the jet plane mostly done. So what we're going to do next is bring down the camera. We're going to take our Titan Master, focus, and unfold him. Now let's talk about him real quick. So here we have, forgive me, I forgot to look up the name of this guy, but Apeface, more or less. And, looks decent enough. He is what I call a dual headmaster. So now as far as articulation, the head is on a very, very, very stiff ball joint. So it's your typical Titan Master ball joint. So you get pretty much wiggly waggly, full 360. The arms can come out to a full 90 just because of how everything is molded. And again, they're very snug on my copy. I can get this arm up and that is it. They don't really move out any. And the legs are hinged together. So, you get the full forward. You get a little bit back and forward and back. So, but anyways, to incorporate him into this guy, you just want to go ahead and swing up the arms if you can. Because this, like I said, this one side is very stiff. Oh, there we go. Got it up. Then you want to fold up his legs, come to this cockpit right here, fold it up. Now, realistically, they didn't need those 2 pegs in there, but you'll just go ahead and get him in there, slot him in. That will kind of sit over his head. Next, whoop, we cause an earthquake because we kicked the tripod. And here we have his shield piece. That'll just slot into the port right in the center. So get that pushed down and bring in his gun. And it will plug into the outermost port, or the frontmost port in this case. And there we go. There we have the completed jet mode. And yeah, it's okay. Again, it's a flying brick. It ain't going anywhere. So let's take a quick look at all the details. So get the nice battle damage right here, which I'm still not a fan of. I'm eventually will remove it probably in about, another 50 years. So this part is painted. Now you don't have to worry about this section being transparent plastic because this is a separate piece. They did dual molding. So you can see right inside there. So get that back up. Would have been nice to see this actually form the front because, you could have had that be like on the Warthogs, I believe it's the aircraft name. But other than that, not too much in the way of paint for jet mode, which kind of sucks because you get a lot of nice molded details that you can barely make out. And because this creamy white plastic, just, yeah. But overall, not too bad. So, but as far as size comparisons go, here we have a G2 Sideswipe. So you can see it's a pretty decent size mode. And here we have next to his little buddy without the Titan Master in there. So, yeah, not too bad. And once again, be on the lookout for this video, or this short, I guess. So, overall, not too shabby of a jet mode. Have we seen better? Oh, absolutely. We have seen 10 times better jet modes than this thing. So, But you gotta remember, this is Chug. They are on a budget versus, like say third party or, the one mode guys like Starscream and all that. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get down to his robot mode. So go ahead and remove all his accessories. And this piece is very annoying. So there we go. And also remove the Titan Master. So get that out, set him off to the side, and let's get started. So first things first, you want to take the wings and pull up, untab and pull up, and just leave them there right for now. You want to come under here, get this section out, and untab the cockpit and swing it back and tab it into place. Next, you want to take, where should we start next? Take this entire section, lift it up, and this will kind of untab the cockpit. That is perfectly fine. You want to rotate these out. You want to go ahead and double hinge his legs out. There is a slot right there that goes into a tab. So get that lined up. You want to bring the toe down so that way you can engage the ankle tilt and fold this section back, and it will kind of sit right there. And then utilizing what would be a Titan Master slot goes into a port right there. So get that lined up and tabbed in, and there's your leg. Simple, elegant, and clever. So get this lined up, get this all rotated in, fold this back, flip this back up, and kind of tab it in place, and there is your legs all done. So we're going to raise on up. Alrighty, so what you want to do here is you want to take the wings and rotate them up. There is a tab right back on the monkey paw that goes into a slot right there. So get this tabbed in, get this lined up and tabbed in. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So, nope, come on. There we go. No, that's not going to stay. This is more of a suggestion piece. Might help to actually get the arms out of the way too. So go ahead and untab the arms, swing them down. Then this will actually tab into place. Completely forgot about that. So go rotate them down. Then just make sure this tabs into place. Next, you want to bring up the backpack, and there are two more tabs that will go into slots right there. So get that tabbed in. Then this will tab into his back. You can bring this down, and you want to go ahead and flip out the hands, untab the arms from right here. So untab, flip them out, the hands, and we are almost done. So we want to take our Titan Master, get him in a standing position now. Go ahead and fold him in half. So fold him in half. And I have to plug him in backwards because otherwise it does not want to plug in. So going ahead and revealing the face. And there we go. There we have Apeface in robot mode. And it looks really good. Yeah, you got your big old backpack. But I mean, Triple Changer, something's got to go somewhere. So yeah, not too shabby. So let's take a quick look at that face. So focus. Come on, focus. Thank you. That looks really good. Cherry red for the eyes, silver for the faceplate. So yeah, looks really good. And as far as other details, you get the Con logo surrounded by silver, which is surrounded by purple. So you get a little bit of like gunmetal gray right there in the vents. Some more battle damage. Unfortunately, again, not too much in the way of paint. So, but there's some more of that, which again I might remove. I kind of wish that this was the front of the legs because that looks so nice. But alas, it's not. So anyways, as far as articulation, the head can do a full 360. It is on that Titan Master ball joint, so you get a little bit of side to side and everything. So other than that, not too much. Arms do a full 360. They go out all the way. You get a snug bicep rotation, single jointed for the full 90, nothing at the wrist other than inward movement. No waist articulation just due to how everything works. Legs move forward that far, back that far due to all this. Can do full splits and then some a little bit. Thigh rotation, you get 90 degrees of, just under 90 degrees of knee bend. Yeah, stay. And the feet, they can move up, they can't really move down, and you get ankle tilt. So overall, pretty decently posable. I'm thinking if they did this today, one, be leader class, and two, we would probably see wrist articulation. Maybe. I don't know. But anyways, for his accessories, his shield just plugs in either on top of his shoulder or right down here. I opt for right here, and I just rotate it. Now, granted, you can plug it into the middle of the arm. It's just not super secure, but it does look nice. And the gun can just plug in right there. Now, if you want to store the gun, you can utilize those two ports right there. For the shield, one of those two, take your pick. So, yeah, not too shabby. Now, bringing in the little guy right here. If you don't like this face sculpt and you have the Titan Turn version, you can plug in a face. So to get that face sculpt, and that looks, nice enough. I wish the eyes were painted red, but at least you have the option for, I believe this was the toy look. Don't quote me. No, maybe this is I don't know, some other head look, but at least it is an option. So go ahead and just plug that back on, and if you also really wanted to, you can just transform this guy into his blaster mode and give it to him. So I'm just going to do that off camera because I don't want to spoil my short. So go ahead and plug that in, and there you go. There you have Apeface holding Apeface. So, hey. Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about these. I wish they were pinned. But anyways, as far as size comparisons go, and here we have G2 Sideswipe, so you can see that is a pretty decent sized figure. So overall, a very wonderfully done figure. Yeah, the transformation, regarding like connecting this piece to all this sucks, and that there is no other tabs other than, what goes into his waist. So that could have been done a little bit better, I think. It would have been nice to see maybe some tabs holding these together in alt mode. But what you end up with is a very nice figure. I don't think we're going to get another Apeface for a very long time, other than maybe like one of these things. And also, I don't know why I said I don't want to spoil my short. I don't know why. Forgive me, folks. But yeah, overall, very good figure. Definitely worth a pickup if you can find them for a decent price. Anytime I say these figures are worth a pickup, always with the precaution of a decent price. Do not pay more than what you are willing to. So, yeah, maybe you could have used some heels too, but yeah, overall not too shabby. So, but I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more video reviews.